To you for the call.
Ultimately Handsome, Schooner, Incredible Mike, McMaverick, Jetta Flies, You Missed a Good Thing, and Eyes of Glory scratched down to a field of 7. Top of the stretch. Here they come. The rough end pacing Jetta Flies is leaving between horses Schooner, and on the rail that is Ultimately Handsome. Dropping in 4th, Incredible Mike, on the outside 5th, McMaverick. Into the turn from 6th, You Missed a Good Thing, and trailing the field is Eyes of Glory. The quarter pole bound, Schooner on top. Here's Jetta Flies to take over for Stephen Quinn. Schooner now 2nd. Ultimately Handsome away 3rd. Racing 4th, Incredible Mike. McMaverick has 5th. Then 6 into the turn, You Missed a Good Thing. Trailing the field, Eyes of Glory. Boom! Just like that, 27-4. And we had a leadership change on the front. It's Schooner for Redmond Doucette. 2nd is Jetta Flies. On the rail 3rd. Ultimately Handsome, then racing 4th, Incredible Mike, McMaverick 5th. There's Eyes of Glory underway 6th. Trailing the field, that's You Missed a Good Thing, 57 and 1 the opening half mile. Midway round the turn, Schooner the leader, Jetta Flies 2nd. Ultimately Handsome up and on the move 3rd. Incredible Mike has 4th. Moving up 5th on the outside, Eyes of Glory. McMaverick's on the rail, racing 6th. Trailing the field, You Missed a Good Thing. They're at 3/4. Ultimately Handsome on the outside. Schooner's on the rail. Jetta Flies tries his luck 3 high. Moving up 3rd. 3/4 in 1. 27 and 2. Homeward bound they come. Schooner paddling back at the rail. From the outside, Ultimately Handsome. Incredible Mike on the rail 3rd. They're in deep. Stretch now. What a finish here. Incredible Mike. Jetta Flies. Eyes of Glory not far away. Set that camera up. Picture time. 1:58 flat.
Torrid fractions here, and Ken Murphy goes from a 4-hole to a 3-hole to a 2-hole trip, and he's right there at the line with the 6 Jetta Flies. What an effort from that one. Used hard early, came from that second over position, and up on the far outside, and I'm not stuttering, the 8 Eyes of Glory might have gotten it all. Who knows?
Well, it's a blanket finish here, as you mentioned, Ken. Blanket finish. 3, 6, and 8 are going to battle it out here to the wire. The 2 Schooner cut it all out, as you mentioned. Wicked fractions up front. He's tiring here late. He's still game, but they're all closing in on him. A wall of horses at the wire here. Blanket finish. We'll wait for the official result. Great race in the 5th at Red Shores.
Well, you see the Gold Cup and Zausser ambassadors coming out here on the track for trackside presentations tonight. The Progressive Conservative Party of Prince Edward Island here coming out for a trackside presentation. The ambassadors were busy this morning with the Gold Cup parade. We want to say hats off to all the organizers. Very successful parade. And also they were in action here today for, well, what was the Gold Cup reception between 4:30 and 6 o'clock. And, of course, back in for another full night tonight. We have a special trackside presentation coming up after the 5th as well, but right now we'll wait for the winning connections with the Progressive Conservative Party of Prince Edward Island.
How's about the longest shot on the board? Lighted up time here in the 5th. Eyes of Glory got his nose on the line first, and he's going to the winner's circle. Eyes of Glory, the bay pacing gelding 7 by Art Escape. From the Benner's Delight Jam, Lady Eyes, owned by Alan Gregory of Charlottetown and Wendell Gregory of Cornwall, trained by Philip Gregory. Patrick Shepard's in the driver's seat for an Old Home Week upset. 158 the mile, right to his record. Eyes of Glory shocks the fifth at almost 20 to 1. At trackside, the PC Pace Cooler presentation.